Alright, happy Wednesday, internet friends. Garden update week, oh crap, 5, I think? 5 or 6. Big week last week. Everything is now in the planter, so we'll do a little tour. The radishes, oh, and warning, squirrels did dig again last night, but I already went through and fixed it all, so I won't spend this whole time cursing out squirrels. But anyway, radishes, getting bunch coming up here, see some back there. Some are doing better than others, like these guys have nothing going on, but the calendar I put together says the radishes should be ready like the first week of June, I think, so a couple weeks. My mom's been trying to pick some out and eat them already, but I want to see how big they get. Like this one's actually a pretty decent size, so that's cool. The arugula, again, still big. I picked a bunch off yesterday, and the same for the spinach. I actually used the arugula in my pizzas for Mother's Day, and spinach, I haven't touched these in actually since last week, I think, because I want them to grow a bit more, and now we have like good sized leaves, so I might pick some of those off this week. Onions, getting taller, and the roots are actually, well, I don't know if these are the roots, but like the base is starting to get, these are purple onions, by the way, so they're starting to look kind of purple oniony. Those will be a while, I'm pretty sure. Started picking this lettuce, that's my shadow. Started picking this lettuce for the first time yesterday. Have some like decently sized leaves here. I picked the big ones off, so you can't really see those, but this one's really filling in, so that's cool. Carrots I thinned out yesterday, the day before. Turned out that I planted them probably, one thing I did learn this year is I put too many seeds in each hole because I was worried about it, and it had good reason because of the freaking squirrels, but I thinned these out. I think they need to be thinned out even more because they're not growing like real leaves yet, and I don't know if they're just slow or I did something wrong, but the carrots have not really done much of anything in the last couple weeks. First tomato plant over there, that is beefsteak, I think. I don't eat tomatoes, but that's there. 2 eggplant plants. I also don't eat eggplants, but these are the purple kinds. I saved the thing, hang on. That. So in 80 days we'll have eggplants, we'll see. But I don't actually like them unless they're in some sort of Mediterranean like dip. So we'll see. The peas have grown tons. Oh, actually since last week I put up a trellis. Hey, I made this. It's done, well, it stood up through that crazy nor'easter we had last weekend, so hopefully it'll be okay. The peas have grown tons. Actually, this one's today just reached the trellis, so that's exciting. These guys have grown. There's a new sprout here, so my medieval squirrel protection tactics have worked. Oh, actually, this one didn't even exist yesterday, and look how big it is. That's like 2 or 3 inches tall. Look, where is it? That guy. So peas are getting much better. I had to put in 2 or 3 more seeds yesterday, the day before, because I think the seeds I was protecting were actually not even there. But this one's doing okay, and we'll see what happens. Here you can see remnants of squirrel digging, assholes. And the peas are just about at trellis height, so that's neat. I'm excited for them to start growing up, it'll look cool. And what else do we have? Cucumbers, these are new this week. I actually planted, okay, so I put seeds in a couple weeks ago, here, 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 and they weren't coming up, and I saw squirrel holes all over the place here, so I figured the seeds were gone. That turned out not to be true. So in addition to the 1, 2, 3, 4 plants I have here, I have 1, 2, 3 coming up from seed, so I don't know, I might let those grow, but I don't want it to get too crowded, so I might have to transplant something. We'll see. I'll let them go a little bit longer and see what I decide to do. But I picked 2 different varieties of cucumber. I don't remember which is which, but one is pickling and one is slicing. So one is like a Kirby, I think it's this one, and then one is just like your regular grocery store giant cucumber, and that's these 2. And then the kale, it's over here, has gotten massive. Let's see, for scale, like hand, And the rocks are, I guess, good scale because they're there every week. And actually, these 2 lettuces have gotten really big since last week. I have brown spots on them, which I keep meaning to Google, but I'm not sure if it's because they burnt there when there was like water droplets or something, or if there's something wrong. So if you know, let me know. If not, I'll finally Google it at some point. And then last of the new additions is my pepper plants. So I did bell peppers, of course, because I love them. 2 of them. They're the California Wonder variety. They had another one, something resistant giant, but these matured faster, so I went with these. And then, oh, another tomato plant. It's the same one as over there. And then, some new flowers and stuff this week. Over here, there's what used to be the corn section, but is now the spillover garden. So the garden place that we go to had like a Mother's Day sale or something like that, and they were selling flats of vegetable plants and actually all their flowers and stuff. So it was cheaper to buy like the 4-packs of them and put them in a flat than to buy like the individual potted ones. So we ended up with 4 of everything when I really only needed 2 of everything. So kind of gave up on the corn, which is notoriously difficult to grow, and especially because I was only planning on growing like 2 plants of them. So this is now the overflow garden, whatever you want to call it. The 2 more eggplants, 4 more cucumbers and future pickles, 2 more peppers, and then 3, oh, that's me, 3 tomatoes there. Wildflowers growing. Penny's been hanging out back here already. And these radishes are not doing anything, so I'm pretty sure they're just chilling here and never gonna grow. Okay, next up we have the other overflow radishes, which, squirrel, they've gotten big. Like the leaves have gotten really big since last week. This one is actually the biggest radish plant I have, but I don't actually see any radishes growing under there, which is strange. Maybe that one will. So I don't know. This one has big leaves and no radishes. That one has small leaves and big radishes. We'll see what happens. Garlic still looks strange as it always does. The scallions I pruned back last week, I think. They're starting to come back and look less gross. Basil is new. It looks like basil. I use that on the pizza. These guys need to find a home. The raspberry plant has 2 little dudes up there. Not really sure what they are, so I'm kind of scared to pick them off. And this is dead. So I still haven't Googled if I need a second raspberry plant for it to actually fertilize, or what, you know, male and female. Fertilize is not the word. But yeah, I might need another plant. And then giant strawberry plant. Like this is the biggest it's ever gotten. Here's my hand. Like these leaves are huge. I better get some big ass strawberries out of this, let me just say. Nothing growing yet. I think these, whoa, big squirrels. These are everbearing or June bearing? Full sun. Everbearing. So theoretically they'll start fruiting in June and then just keep going, but we'll see. This is the 4th of the tomatoes. This is actually a cherry tomato plant. Oh wait, I lied. Those 2 are beefsteak tomatoes, and then this one and the 3 over there are cherry tomatoes, and these are all squirrel holes. Okay, and what's left? Oh, just the mint. I think the mint is the only thing. It still looks like mint. Ta-da! Lots of new little leaves going there, and that's it. So that's it for new plants. We're all full at capacity now. Now it's just a matter of them growing. Hopefully next week the peas will have gone up the trellis, and maybe we'll have some of the first radishes. It might be a little bit too early still. And let's just hope everything's still alive next week, because some of the plants, it's starting to get hotter and I'm worried about them like burning, and we'll see. Alright, see you next week.